Hi guys, welcome back to another ride. Today I'm out on the S22. Well, I only have one wheel at this time, and the sun is out, so it is still pretty chilly. I think it's about 4 degrees outside. I did underpack again my gloves this morning, but hey-oh, we'll have to deal with it. But I was just quickly gonna go for a ride down to the canal, this time to the other side, to see if the road flooding is gone and if I can get down to the canal and do a little loop, just to get the weekend started. I hope you guys are having time and getting some time to ride your wheels here in the UK and anywhere else. I see the weather everywhere else is pretty okay. So yeah, hope you enjoy this little video and let's get going. Start with a nice easy gravel trail, then gonna hop on the road. The forest is still very wet, so it looks like it's hard packed and dry, but it's actually not. Woo! I want to start building a bit of a what do you call it? Oh, I won't be able to do this before I land in the water. Let's get over this. Yeah, it looks pretty dry, but it's very muddy still. But yeah, as soon as we have a few days of no rain, the forest should dry out and it should be good. But yeah, we are expecting rain this afternoon, so just a quick get out, go go go, because I've been missing riding the wheel, and when it's super sludgy, it's not fun. That's all I can say. Yay! Made it. But guys, how are you doing? See, SpeedyFeet is sort of back online. They moved into their new premises, and it looks really cool, to be honest. I also spotted an email from them, was it yesterday, where they were saying that they've got some new wheels coming. So the V14, the S19, I think it's the S16 as well. So they've got all the new wheels in the pipeline to arrive soon. I also saw a video where Ian was posting a photo of the shipping company that has loaded up the wheels, so he's getting his first batch. I must say, I would like to try the wheels first before I would buy another wheel. Now, I would probably go through the effort of trying to find a place where I can go and test ride it first before I buy it. The only reason is, for me personally, the wheels are getting very expensive, and if I buy something and it doesn't work with me, or I don't get the flow, or doesn't ride how I would like it to ride, then I'm stuck with it. Very little places will actually take the wheel back and give you another one. That's I haven't seen that happen. So yeah, I would really like to. Well, I'm going to make the effort for myself before I buy another wheel to go and test drive it first. That V14 looks like a really nice wheel. Let me slow down a bit here. Woo. Got my thin gloves on. Not thin gloves, but it's supposed to be windproof gloves, and it's just bad. You know, when you sometimes buy cheap stuff It is it's cheap, you know. You pay, well, you get what you pay for. This is supposed to be windproof, weatherproof winter cycling gloves with some mountain bike gloves, so some padding. But again, you know, if you don't get any heat into your body, like I'm just standing here, I'm not doing any exercise, then yes, you're gonna not have any heat in your hands. Just want to quickly stop here. Give me a second. Sort out my mic array. This little mic, I've bought a Synco mic. It's probably about 2 years old now. Yeah, it must be 2 years old. For using it while you're riding and getting away from the wind noise when you are riding. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. For something fairly cheapish, it really works well. Now, I've been trying to sort out the mic for my motorbike, and I've just been having endless troubles. You know, it's all too loud, or it's it distorts so much that it's just not fun at all. It doesn't sound good, whatever. The audio is just crap when I ride my motorbike, and it's super annoying. So I'm busy working on some bits and bobs to fine-tune how to fit it to my helmet. I'm just thinking that, you know, I've tried so many different locations within the helmet that it might be actually the helmet. So the gloves is cold, you know. It's like but as I said, that is the problem, you know, when you buy cheap stuff and then you don't put any heat in your hands by cycling, doing any exercise really. You don't really sweat when you ride a unicycle. That's the reason why I ride it. It keeps my skills good, but I don't need to be super fit to ride it. Oh, it's still water here. I'm going to go through this. Ha! Not that deep. I can smash it through there, but I don't really want to do it now. I like my wheel. It's working. I don't want to pack it in a box and send it to personal electric transport again to get it fixed. So I'm happy with it now. But yeah, guys, you know, it's like, and yeah, Ian looks like he's back online, so that's cool to see that. But just wrapping it back to the thing, I would really like to. Well, I'm going to make the effort to ride, to go to a place where I can test drive a wheel. So yeah, I want to really go and test drive a wheel and see how it looks. And I'm really interested in this V14. You know, I've not had very much success with the Inmotion wheels, just the feel of the wheel, but it might change with a V14. I also want to go and try a pattern. I also want to go and try, I actually don't want to go and try a Lynx. The Lynx looks to me like absolutely awesome, but it's just too much money for me. I can buy a motorbike and a half for the same price. Yes, if I can use the wheel like a motorbike here in the UK, then yes, I would go and spend that money. But currently, I do not want to spend almost 4 grand on a wheel, and then I need to buy some pads, and then I need to buy all the other bits and bobs. So, and I must say, it's very hard to also go and buy another wheel if my S22 is such a nice wheel. It covers such a lot of terrain that I ride. So it's very hard to change it. The only reason why I got rid of my S18 was just I needed more range, and this wheel gives me a solid 40 miles of range in the summer. I can go to work and back twice, and I'm pretty much sorted. So yeah, happy with my S22, and that's why it's very difficult for me to go and change the wheel and spend that much money. Yes, the suspension is much better and all that lovely business, but it's just a lot of money, and I need to try it. I need to try it. I need to feel the flow. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but I need to feel the flow of the wheel. And just to highlight this again, one of my mates got me like super excited about a Yamaha Tenere 700. All of you guys have seen motorbikes, and the guys that use the Teneres in long distance adventure riding and so forth. It's a super bike. It looks absolutely awesome. It's this typical adventure bike that goes anywhere. It's the mid-range bike that just looks and feels absolutely awesome. So he got me so excited about this bike that I went to buy the bike. So without test driving it, because it was just the latest model and everyone was test driving it and there was no test rides available, I can test drive another bike, but it's not that Tenere 700. So I thought to myself, no, I'm just going to pull the trigger, and you know, how different can the bike be? Holy smoke. So now I'm stuck with a Tenere. Beautiful bike, rides brilliant, but it's top heavy, it's too high for me, it's a total overkill. It almost feels like I need to stand on the bike the whole time, like rally style riding, off-road riding, and it just, for day-to-day riding, it's just too much of a bike for me. So now I'm stuck with this thing. I'm in a 3-year PCP deal, and so forth and so forth and so forth. So, you know, this is the reason why I buy anything now. I'm going to frickin' test ride it. Except if it's something that I've bought before. Meaning that if I've bought a Kingsong wheel before, I can much easier go and buy a Kingsong wheel again, because I know the ride characteristics of that wheel. And I've had a V10 that I used in South Africa that I really liked. That was a really nice wheel. It had some weird oscillating issues when it starts getting to the top end, but it might be just that specific wheel. And then the V12, you know, I had it for like 2 weeks. It just really didn't get into the flow of the wheel. Just So yeah, interesting thoughts. So yeah, guys, that's just some thoughts about test riding stuff. And I do know not a lot of people can actually get out to to a specific shop to go and test drive a wheel. But if you can, go and do it, and then also give some feedback about the wheel, so other people that is so far away that they cannot go and test drive these things, get some feedback from other people, normal people that actually ride these things. Because you know, what works for one person might not work for another person, and you might have an experience on the wheel that might help someone that is the same weight or the same build or the same riding style, the same riding conditions that you also ride in. So yeah, it might be a big benefit for them. Oh, what am I doing? They've removed the benches. How bizarre. I'm sorry, but these things are just brilliant. You don't have to go at 50 miles an hour. You know, some people like it, some people don't. I just like riding it, man, and just exploring. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, let's get going. So yeah, guys, you know, it's just just absolutely love riding these things, and you know, it is just like, as soon as you get used to it, you know, I'm now what is it? Mid to high 40s. I want to say this carefully. But it's anyone can ride these things, and if you take it slow and you learn, and you go through the motions of learning to ride these things, it is pretty safe, you know. No, but if you're going to be smashing out the trail and doing high-speed runs and so forth, then you have to take that risk, and that's what you have to deal with. This applies to anything really. I see a lot of people. Let me just turn it around. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's a woodpecker. Cool. Cool. But yeah, you know, it is pretty safe if you keep it into the limits of the wheel. If you also wear the safety equipment, because listen, anything within the road can throw you off, and then you don't have anything you can't you can't steer to a side or whatever when it tips you off balance. So it's definitely something that you need to take into consideration. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. These things are just brilliant. You know, I've been riding it now for so many years, and I just cannot express my excitement every time I ride these things. You know, yes, when the weather is crap, it is not fun. But then this applies to pretty much anything you ride when the weather is bad. It's cycling. It is pretty much anything. So it applies to these things as well. But the thing, it is just absolutely brilliant. You just get this experience of flying. What nothing else can actually give you, and that's for me the key. So with the taller wheels, it's even easier to actually sit, and I'm doing really slow speed seated riding. And really, guys, I'm not classing myself as a good rider. You know, I'm just a mid-range rider. You know, I don't get out enough to actually become really good. Now, I would really like to be able to go to mountain bike parks like weekly to hone those skills, and then for more off-road riding, because I think these things are just built for this. Specifically, like the S22 is just really specifically built for doing off-road riding and mountain bike trail riding. And you cannot go wrong with these things. I rode my S18 on mountain bike trails, loved it. The only problem was the tire. But this wheel with its tire is just absolutely brilliant. It just really works well. And most of the wheels with knobby tires, as long as they're not super heavy, like 50 kilos plus, I would say, but that's even getting to a stage. I wish we would get more agile wheels, and this is why I'm looking at the V14. It's just a smaller wheel, chunkier wheel, got a good enough suspension, but it's just not that super heavy. Let's get going. But yeah, guys, it's if there's any questions about riding electric unicycles, you want to begin, or you've got a question about a new wheel or something in that line, I might be able to help. So drop some comments below. And then again, if I may ask, you know, if you are this far in the video, please subscribe. It really just helps the channel grow, and share the thoughts and feedback that I've got about wheels and motorcycles, anything I ride, anything with a wheel, that people might use. You know, I sort of give a little bit of a different feedback, meaning that if it doesn't work for me, I would say, you know, and this is what I was saying about the Tenere. I actually made a a bad decision with not test driving that bike, and now I'm sitting with the bike. And you know, even the honeymoon period was like sort of like, don't get the feel of the bike, and that's like super annoying, because yeah, now I'm struggling to move the bike along. But yeah guys, if there's any questions about electric unicycles, please drop it in the comments below. I love responding to all of you guys. It's absolutely brilliant. Everyone that has responded to any of my videos is just absolutely awesome. But yeah guys, I'm going to be heading home. I'm going to do a few other loops as well, and then have a great day. And again, massive thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. But look at this guys. If you go slow, you can just look at the canal. You can hear the birds. It's like super quiet, super calm. And you can really go really slow on your wheel and just experience the outdoors. Okay, cheers guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.